Welcome. Today we will explore the intricate neurovascular supply of the human ear, dividing it into external, middle, and inner compartments. The external ear consists of the auricle and external acoustic meatus. Both structures require highly specific arterial supply and sensory innervation. Primary arterial blood to the auricle is delivered by the posterior auricular artery, a direct branch of the external carotid artery. Additionally, the superficial temporal artery provides anterior auricular branches, ensuring rich collateral circulation to the outer cartilaginous framework. Venous blood from the external ear drains correspondingly via the superficial temporal and posterior auricular veins into the jugular venous system. Great auricular and lesser occipital nerves from the cervical plexus supply the cranial surface and the lobule of the auricle. The auriculotemporal nerve, a branch of the mandibular division of the trigeminal nerve, innervates the anterior external auditory canal. Importantly, the auricular branch of the vagus nerve supplies the deeper canal floor, explaining why canal stimulation can trigger coughing. Moving deeper, the middle ear or tympanic cavity is an air-filled chamber housing the ossicles, possessing a complex vascular network. The anterior tympanic artery, originating from the first part of the maxillary artery, supplies the tympanic membrane's inner mucosal surface. The posterior tympanic artery, arising from the stylomastoid artery, supplies the posterior region of the cavity and mastoid air cells. Venous blood from the tympanic cavity drains chiefly into the pterygoid venous plexus and the superior petrosal dural venous sinus. Sensory innervation of the middle ear mucosa is supplied by the tympanic plexus, located on the promontory of the medial wall. This plexus is primarily formed by the tympanic nerve, a branch of the glossopharyngeal nerve, carrying preganglionic parasympathetic fibers. Additionally, the chorda tympani nerve, a branch of the facial nerve, physically traverses the cavity but does not innervate it. Finally, the inner ear contains the delicate organs of hearing and balance, housed within the fluid-filled bony and membranous labyrinths. The sole arterial supply to the inner ear is the labyrinthine artery, which usually branches from the anterior inferior cerebellar artery. Venous drainage of the inner ear is achieved by labyrinthine veins, emptying into the superior petrosal and transverse dural sinuses. The vestibulocochlear nerve, cranial nerve VIII, provides the sensory innervation, splitting into the cochlear nerve for hearing and vestibular nerve for balance. In summary, understanding this complex neurovascular system is crucial for diagnosing issues like referred ear pain, vertigo, and sudden hearing loss.